hopefully you guys are all ready for the Christ Mass that's coming up on, Sunday? Should be a pretty good weekend for some folks. Definitely looking forward to it. The sad news this morning that I woke up to was Franco Harris, the longtime Pittsburgh Steelers legend, died in his sleep last night. So, it's pretty sad. I don't know if you guys are football fans, but Franco Harris was a little bit before my childhood, but he definitely was a legend. Part of that Steel Curtain team. He was their running back. In case you guys don't know that. But anyways, yeah, he passed away in his sleep last night.
What'd you use that shirt? What was that?
So Bryan Danielson's starting it out tonight. Oh wait, no, that's Absolute Ricky Stark. I thought they said something about Danielson, but anyways, Ricky Stark coming out first. Oh, we'll hear from Daniel Bryanson. Sorry, I was a little distracted. Makes sense.
Part of this laying down tonight.
I don't know where you're going.
On the top of this one. The aggregator's like Harwood.
Oh, did he knock it
Get
in?
in everything. No, I just didn't want hair all over it, so it's in the top of that bag.
So you do know where it's at?
Yeah, it's just right there. I can pull it on. I refuse.
All right, Ricky Stark's going to talk to us a little bit, or what they call the Pebble in AEW.
Yeah.
Not quite a stone. He's not that cold.
Ew. And
Not
he's
big enough
not
to be
big
a
enough
rock.
to be a rock or a boulder even. Hey. Yeah, you better come here.
Should I known better than to cheat a friend? Blah, 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 blah.
He lost as a man and not a woman.
He lost it. He's got his Christmas sweater or whatever. I just wear sweaters like that around Christmas time.
High neck sweaters.
Yeah,
Turtlenecky sweaters. Let's see, how do we got in here? Capiteo Allison.
Good to see you in here. Thanks for joining us.
Salve. Hello. Glad you're with us. Hopefully you're still around. We're watching some AEW Dynamite. Looks like Ricky Stark started us out, huh? With his sparkly shoes.
Yes.
Oh, and he's got a Gucci belt on. Ooh, Gucci.
They're paying him good over there.
He thinks he's so hot and special.
Well, he is the Pebble.
Is it? Why does this little sweater have KL all over it? Or is that not KL? No, that's KL. What is that? It's not some kind of like brand of...
Daddy.
Ew! Gross.
That's insensitive to anybody that's ever had a stroke.
Yeah.
So he had one good promo, now he thinks he can have lots of them or something.
I don't know, but nobody really cared. So everybody's like,
That was
ooh,
a
who's
tough
this guy?
one.
Oh, it's JS, that's why.
Oh, Chris Jericho.
Is it Chris?
Oh, please don't be Benders. Almost anybody but Benders. Come on. Oh,
It is Chris.
Jericho.
With his weirdos.
Sammy Guevara would be a good matchup for him.
Haven't they done that before?
Probably. Not since Ricky Stark's become the Pebble. Him and Bam Bam. That should be the tag team name if he ever gets a tag team partner, like Brian Cage again. Pebble and Bam Bam.
Nice. Oh yeah, amazing upset by a nobody.
Hude Bash? Hode Bash? Hole Bash? Hode Bash? What's that word? O-U. Bash.
I don't know. Who bash? I don't know. Harley's in the chat, though. Hey, Harley says, hi. How's everyone doing? You know.
Yeah, it's going.
Fabulous.
Just got on. It's AEW. It's Wednesday. It's a little tougher show to swallow. I like some of it.
That girl's like, ow, my ears.
Well, the crowd. 7,000 people screaming.
Right. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin says, absolute Talitha and absolute Travis. Absolute Vindicator is absolutely ready to see what holiday festivities will blow up in everyone's face on Dynamite tonight. LOL.
Yeah. We'll have to see it. You know, all I know that's
I feel like
happening
that might be too.
is that tag team matchup that's rules free.
Oh. The next match, the 3-on-3 for the trios thing.
The Elite versus the, whatever they're called again.
That sounds fun. Chris is in the chat now. Says, hey, Travis and D. Hey, Chris, how's it going? You surviving down there in Texas? You guys got any snow yet?
Has it been cold? Like real cold?
Harley says, tomorrow is my nephew's 11th birthday. Wow,
Yeah.
fantastic. 11, that's good age. Fun.
Does he like having a birthday around Christmas time? Does his parents like it? I know a lot of people don't like that. Mine's really close to Christmas, too. Mine's just after.
The question of it is, though, is do your parents make it special?
Well, it doesn't matter. Can you imagine having one in July? How much cooler that would be?
Yeah.
Because then you have 2 giant holidays.
It's true.
Because there's nothing in July. I mean, 4th of July, but you don't get gifts for 4th of July.
Maybe we should get gifts on 4th of July.
Right?
I think we should make it our Christmas.
June 25th.
Screw December Christmas.
That's just the gift of light. Today is the shortest day of the year. Tomorrow, it'll be lighter than it was today.
Right. Chris says Jericho wearing a Sting trench coat. Yeah, kind of.
And a baseball bat. Yeah, it's like saying that Jericho sucks.
Well, I guess you suck, Jericho, because Sammy does suck. Pico says, how did 7 o'clock happen so fast?
Yeah, no idea.
It's not 7 for me, dude. I've got another hour. Pico says, I feel like this week is zooming by. It's because, Christmas is right there. That's why. Chris says, cool front is coming tomorrow night, 12 degrees and -2 below zero on Friday morning. Ooh, lucky you. Ayla says, I don't know, 7 o'clock hasn't happened yet where I'm at. And Ayla's in the chat. Hello. Vindicator says, Duluth, how come Sammy Guevara always has to ruin the mood? He's the son of the Grinch.
Kind of looks like the Grinch a little bit, doesn't he? He was blue or green.
Single father on his 5th divorce. Pico says, hey, Ayla. And Ayla's like, hi, Fat Lisa. He has lost his pooch.
Jericho?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, he's all shredded.
He must be working out with, what's his face? It's Daddy Scissor Ass or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Scissor Daddy.
Scissor Daddy. Must be working out with Scissor Daddy.
Oh, Billy Gunn. Nobody listens to him again.
Ayla's like, do you have room in your freezer or refrigerator? For what? What is it? What's it for? How big is it?
I have
what
a
is
lot
it?
of room in a refrigerator, but I don't know about the freezer. Maybe. What are we getting? What are you doing?
A bright freezer probably has room. Pico
Yeah,
says,
it has plenty. I need to throw a bunch of stuff in there away.
yep. Pico says, I was already in Twitch streams and this girl is talking about boundaries and some BS. Total Debbie Downer.
Yeah, nobody wants boundaries.
Ew, gross. Boundaries. Like, that's why you're in the friend zone. Ugh. Seriously. Pico's like, dead carcasses. Ayla's like, yes. Oh, dead carcasses? That may be hard. But the weather for at least a day or two might cooperate with dead carcasses.
Just throw them outside.
Yeah.
You can just hang out outside.
But not for the couple days after that, because it's supposed to warm up too much,
Yeah,
and then
it's
they
gonna
might
be
start smelling.
40s, like I said last week, and with rain.
Yeah.
But right after Christmas, hopefully.
Right.
So
Well, it's supposed to snow Friday and Saturday, supposedly,
This
here.
the one coming up or the one after?
No, this one. This
It's
week.
supposed to the next week.
2
too.
days. Oh, Lord. Ew, gross.
What is it?
He was trying to pull out his tiny penis.
You sure it wasn't just giving him the spell?
Jericho looks like he might be upset. I don't blame him. It was like, yes. And Chris says, Jericho the Jobber, finally a new nickname worthy of his name. Ayla's like a 6-pound prime rib. 6 pounds. That's nothing. That's not that big.
Ricky Star.
It's only about like this.
Yeah.
6 pounds.
Like a dumbbell.
Yeah, we've got plenty of
behind
room
it.
for it, hon.
Hager.
Oh no, the guy in the weird purple hat. Him.
Hey, Hager.
Oh, look, they're beating on
I
him.
wonder if anybody's going to come down and
Be
help
careful of his neck there, Ryan Garcia, and your stupid sunglasses and your high water pants.
Get him.
Who wears pants like that?
Which one? All of them,
The
right?
Garcia. Who wears fucking pants like that? Jesus, oh my God, you look like a moron.
His mom mend them for him, whatever that's called. Where they cut them high? What's that called?
Oh God, this guy. Fuck. Like, he's so great. Like, look at him be so amazing. Ugh. I think I might throw up. Yeah, threw up a little bit. I was like, I thought I'd ask before I just bring it to you. If we had room for meat.
Always have room for me.
Got some room for some dead carcass. Dead moo carcass. Harley says,
Whoa.
Zero, where do you guys live at? I am in the state of Michigan. We're in Idaho. It's not quite as cold as what you guys are going to be getting.
Yeah.
Not in our specific area, but our state is getting some cold front area, like in Jackson Hole. It's like supposed to get down to like a wind chill of like -40, so. What? What's this little pooch right here? What's this little pooch we got going on?
He was fighting all weekend.
Little fatty pooch. Hey, don't do it. I will spray your butt. Get out of there. Psst, 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 psst. I'll pour water on you. You won't like it.
Rick Ross will mediate.
What the fuck? Rick Ross?
Got 100 black coffee for 100 bad.
Mm-hmm. You okay, buddy? What are you doing? You sitting on a book? You learning? Are you learning some dictionary words? Through your paws? It's coming up through your paws? Don't you chew on that book.
Death Triangle, close it out. I'm going to say no. They're going to go all 7.
All 7.
Here it is right now, though.
Pickle's like, it's necessary to wear black in this Hill faction. Sounds about right. That's why I wear black, because I want to be in the Hill factions. Chris says Jericho wearing girly boots. Ayla says supposed to get -4 tonight, I think. Yeah, with like a wind chill of like -12 or something. Pickle says Sting. Wait, I mean Jericho with the trench baseball bat. Chris says, so this new guy and Takashita. I almost said take a shit.
It is taking shit.
Takashita are the future of AEW. Boy, the future sure is looking bright.
Bright
as
as the moon.
he gives his face. Yeah, Vindicator's like, Ayla, you should sit next to Talitha on camera wearing ugly sweaters and reindeer antlers on the eve of Christmas Eve. Give the Gab community, specifically Ravi, a nice gift to end 2022. Hey, what did I do with those antlers, by the way? Do you know where they're at?
Like new ones.
Yeah, the newest ones that I got. I got it with that hat.
Probably in here somewhere. What hat?
The one that's on your head. And the
Is
other
it-
hat.
They're up there on top of the cable box.
Oh, there they are. Should go get them. Well, Friday night. Anyways, Thomas is in the chat. Hey, Thomas.
Death Triangle.
This is pretty sure I hate Kansas. Like the state?
Or the band. Don't you cry no more.
I'm thinking of the band.
Cool. You're not going to wear your Grinch hat?
What?
What?
Not going to wear my what?
Grinch hat?
No. Oh. Can't wear both.
You wear 7 hats.
You can
Have you ever seen the Cat in the Hat?
You can wear hats.
I have one on.
You can wear 7 of them. There.
Does that one light up?
No. I wish it did. It doesn't.
Do we have one from last year that does? It'd be in that second drawer.
I don't know.
Cat's like, guess what I'm going to do?
I'm going to attack your head.
Plans. Goals.
Boop, 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 boop. Pooch, 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 pooch.
Uh-oh.
He's going to
Bella's
jump over
right.
her.
This is a no disqualification match. All hell is breaking loose.
Thomas says, hey
Cat
guys, what's up?
dogs living together.
And Piccolo says, I hate Kansas. This song's lame. 1970s schlock. Look, the circus is in town. Spot monkeys galore. Piccolo says, I'm sick already of AEW. Maybe I should try Lego models.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Ayla says, have to work Friday then. Haha, I'd love to though. Thomas says, have to work till midnight tomorrow. Vindicator's like, call in sick. Tell them you contracted Ravi-itis. Shorty complex syndrome.
It's too bad people aren't going to these events. I feel like AEW would be a fun live show. But they just don't have any fans. Look at that crowd. That's it.
They seem very excited about whatever's
It's like
happening.
1,000 people there. Who's this fucking Nakazawa?
There's an elf. That's what's his face.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I don't know this.
Cutler.
Oh, Brandon Cutler sprayed him with that air. Oh, look at that. Dabbing for us.
Ew. Just sicko face. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you.
I wonder why nobody's going to these events. I would go.
No, his mic isn't on himself. It's right there behind the camera. Or behind the computer. It was like, although Ravi would just make fun of us. Haha. Pico's like, Travis, is your mic on? Now it is.
It's on now.
Thomas says, good news is after tomorrow, I'm off until Wednesday. Nice.
Wow.
You have to work until midnight tomorrow, but you're off until Wednesday.
Right
That's
in the,
great, man.
The plenum or whatever they call
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh.
His poor leg. It's probably broken.
It definitely hurt. So Ray Phoenix is just dropping weird elbows. This is just dumb. Like, why are they being goofy? Don't be goofy.
I don't know.
There's a time to be goofy in wrestling, but
Maybe it's because they're trying to be like Christmas and like I don't know. It's weird.
is it because the crowd's so small and they can just literally talk to anybody in there?
Maybe.
Notice how they're not showing the upper deck and it's all dark up there?
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
There's nobody up there.
No.
There's like 12 people at the top. They keep showing it. Here and
Vindicator
there.
says, but we all know Leopold is the best guest host of all time anyway. Harley says, just give you guys a subscribe. Yeah.
Appreciate it, boss.
That's what
Thank
we
you.
want. It was like, nah, I can't. I got the short. Yeah. Can't come to work. Vindicator's like, Deleitha, do your antlers have a bow on them? Yeah, they do. It's right here. Wherever it is. Right there.
In the middle. Sort of. Cool. It's got ears on it. Which is weird. Did you already have ears?
I don't have ears. These aren't my real ears.
One of those sets has to be real ears.
These ones are my real ears. Just kidding. Chris says, same. Been sick these past 2 days, and I shouldn't even have been working these days either, so don't know if I should call in. I don't want to risk, I don't know, dying from pneumonia. Pickles, like, I literally was joking, but there's that Lego Masters competition show on Fox. Nuh-uh. That's weird.
That's pretty cool.
Harley says, where's Michael Knuckles been since they've returned? that is Harley. Like, the name doesn't even sound familiar. Is it somebody you made a nickname for, maybe? It says, man, I don't want to catch the shortness disease. Pickle's like, D is filled with holiday cheer and wine. No wine.
No wine,
No wine tonight. I have to drive and go to work. Stuff tomorrow. Thomas says, my friend for the past couple of months has just had 4 chickens on his plot, and one just died from the cold. Oh.
Dang.
Sorry about that.
Did he have it in a coop?
Pickle says, I think he was meaning Nakazawa. Maybe? I don't know. Harley, is that who you meant? Ayla says, how cold is it there, Thomas?
I don't think we see a lot of the Japanese wrestlers on here. Although we are going to see Shida tonight. She is going up against Jamie Hayter for the championship.
Yeah, but she was like an AEW person, so I don't really consider her, like, from New Japan or something.
I'm sure that's right where she's from. We just don't know it.
But she was like a champion of AEW. She's been in AEW. Thomas is like, it's -3 Celsius right now.
Yeah, that's pretty warm.
Yeah, that's like 20-something degrees. Film says, hey, Misty and Travis, big hugs, big heart. I'm not here to stay. I got a busy day today, including a little bit tonight, so I'll have to catch up later on Monday. Bye, guys. Love you all. Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas, Sarah Film. We'll be here Friday if you're available, but we might not be here Monday.
Yeah, we might not be doing Monday. It's a recap show.
It's a recap show, so who knows? Let's see. Film says, bye, peace out. And Harley says, yes, that is who I meant to say. Nakazawa. I don't know. Since they've returned. I don't know. Oh, God. So, the tree didn't stay up where it needed to be.
The tree was going to be used as a weapon, I think.
I guess. He's like, here, you stay there, okay? That bottom of it might be kind of dangerous.
Right, well, the whole tree's a rod. Oh!
Jesus.
Sorry, Miss Jackson, but your son's back just got pine needles in it. Whoa! Cross body.
Pickle's like, good to see you, Film. Happy holidays. And Thomas says, Celsius. Yeah, -2 Celsius or -3 Celsius. I mean, it's cold for, like, your guys' area for now, but that's not really cold for us. That's, like, been our normal temperature.
That's our temperature from, like, late November through January.
Pico says, flipping the channels, what in the world? Christmas trees? Vindicator's like, Travis, who do you like to listen to more on the mic? Ricky Stark, Maxwell, Chad Gable, Kevin Owens, or Seth Rollins?
Probably Maxwell.
You think?
Out of all those guys.
More so than Kevin or Seth, even?
Well, Seth is kind of weird.
Weird. You don't like his laugh?
I just don't like.
You don't like him laughing at his own jokes?
I don't hate it.
He's like
asked
Seth
me out of like
Rogen.
Really good people. Well, 3 really good people.
It was like, I guess it's -5 Celsius where I'm at. Oh, yeah. -5 Celsius.
I could tell you what it is because that's all my watch says is negatives. -2 where I'm at.
-2 Celsius. Nice. It's 21 degrees Fahrenheit right now. But what is the wind chill factor? Ooh, it feels like 11. That's always a plus. Feels like 11 degrees. Da-na-na-na. Feels like it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Harley says that Christmas tree had a family, damn it, right?
It did.
Those jerks. Had little baby trees to take care of and a wife. Hey, look, he found his stupid broom.
Look. He's got his Nimbus 2000.
That's a terrifying Nimbus 2000.
Yeah, they wrap it with barbed wire. It's an anti-theft device.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Thomas says, yeah, he has for the past few years been part of an allotment where he grows vegetables, fruits, and as of late has chickens so he can get eggs. Okay, so Thomas, the question of the day is, does he have a coop for the chickens? Because if you don't have a coop for the chickens, then yes, they will freeze and die. Because they have to have somewhere to roost. Where it's
they have to get off the ground.
Off the ground. And trees won't cut it. Not in the wintertime, anyways.
Obi's got a cougar that eats his.
Oh my god, he's got a cougar? Nice. Who wouldn't want to live there?
He's like, this thing, it walks up so it walks down the creek till it gets to his house, and then it walks up, grabs a chicken or two, and then it walks back on its own footprints. So there's only like basically one, you can tell that they're both ways, but he walks in his own footprints.
So he walks down the same track. That's pretty funny. Huh.
Then gets back in the creek and walks down it. So you don't know which direction even.
That's weird.
Oh, fuck, that hurt. Did you see this leg hit that?
Ew. Not in a good way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
I love how these tables are just splattering all over.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's stuck in him.
And it's stuck to his rear end. Oh, Lord.
That Nimbus 2000 stuck right up his butt.
Oh, there he is.
1, 2, and 3. No!
Ooh, nope, he didn't quite get it.
Death Triangle kicks out.
Vindicator says, yeah, it seems like 2022 was the year of the Joker Rollins, but I like Ricky the best. He torched Maxwell 2 weeks ago. It was like, my phone says it's 23. Either way, it's cold because the wind is evil. The wind stopped blowing, basically. I don't know what your problem is. Thomas says, I'll send you a picture now on Instagram. Sweet. People's like, Sami Zayn should be Wrestler of the Year.
So I heard somebody else say stuff like that.
Yeah.
My only question with that is, has he wrestled enough?
Oh,
I get
he
he's
does have a
probably
little
the
coop.
character of the year, but has he wrestled? I know he wrestled the other day, but
That's a nice
and I know
little
he's going
setup.
to end the year as a wrestler, but has he wrestled enough to be wrestler of the whole entire year?
Right? He has a good setup.
Yeah, that's a nice little coop. That
Yeah,
froze
that's a
inside
nice
there?
coop. And it froze? That's weird.
What kind of bird is it?
Well, a very hardy chicken, I guess. That's
My
crazy.
chickens are out there in the freaking freezing cold.
Poor babies.
And it's going to be cold tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully they survive this, just like they have before.
You know, it's never been as cold since we've owned them as it's going to be tonight.
Really?
It's going to be like -4.
It was negative something the other night. It was like -12 wind chill when we got up.
Oh, yeah. Wind chill isn't going to hurt them because they're in a coop.
I thought it got down to the negatives that one January or
But
something.
last year, it got down to like a -1 when we did fireworks that one night. But it was only one day.
I don't know. It's only one day for this, too, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to go right back up into the 40s for them.
Yeah, so it should be all right.
And they've got hair back.
Oh, do they have they went through their molt and they're all like fluffy again? Oh, good.
Well, I don't know how
Maybe
fluffy.
that
They at least
will
don't look
have
like
their
they're
feathers.
Tarred and feathered.
Oh, good. I was worried about that because I was like, oh my God, why are you guys doing this now?
They do it in the fall, but the real fall.
Yeah, it didn't really happen. Anyways, we got weird submission things happening from all three opponents, by the way, guys. It's just awkward.
Everybody going to tap at the same time. Matt Jackson kicking somebody in the face.
Oh, no. He got him with his garland.
The little garland or whatever that is. What do they call that? The long...
Garland.
Is it?
Yeah, it's garland. People like Sami Zayn should be Wrestler of the Year. Always said that. Chris says, had all those guys do a promo battle. Starks, MJF, Enzo, KO, LA Knight, Bray, Punk, Austin, Brock, Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Vindicator says, I wish this was a tables match because then it would be over. LOL, but I saw Kenny and Ricky wrestle on AEW Dark earlier. WWE could never convince their popular guys and gals to wrestle on main event. Right?
Yeah,
Vindicator also says, which is too bad because Dana Brooke needs some better competition. Piccolo says, he used to be entertaining. Geez, what happened? Oh yeah, these pieces of shit took away my Punk.
Well, he could come back.
You know, he, did get injured too, by the way. And they didn't injure him.
There it is. It's over. The Elite wins, so we're going to see this again. They're
Right.
not done. I don't know if they're going to go ruleless next time.
Right.
But that's 13.
Why didn't they bring in their hammers?
He had it, and then he got it used against him.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they needed it to survive.
So now it's 3-2.
Yeah. Thomas says it took him weeks to build that entire area for them, the coop he got secondhand. Yeah,
so awesome.
that stuff takes a while, but it's really cool. He did a really awesome job.
Good stuff.
Definitely good stuff. Pickle's like, oh, happy, joy,
kennel.
joy.
It's a 10x10 dog kennel with the coop just sitting in the middle of it because it's too heavy to move.
It was a good idea at the time. The coop.
I'll get a trailer one day and then I'll put it on it and then I can move it and then.
Pickle says, beat the shit out of them. Yeah. Beat the shit out of them with your blood and gore.
You guys realize the match is over.
They don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if the match is over or not, Travis. We want them all to die.
What a match. Blood and gore for Christmas.
Blood and gore for Christmas. Harris says, here's what I see either happening. CM Punk goes back to WWE or the best of 7 goes to 7 at the pay-per-view and Punk causes the Elite to lose.
Yeah, I don't know if Punk will be back in time. I think he did something with his knee or ankle. What a coward. Try to attack him.
Hugo says, sorry, that's not the spirit of gift giving. I don't know what is. Vindicator's like, it's so phony and awkward. They just lay there and somebody scratched them open just to let Moxley's favorite fluid show. It's Christmas colored presents.
Right? With Brandon Cutler out there in his green.
Pickle's like, shut up, Shivani. Now we got MJF's last week. What happened?
What's this with eating plates all this? Roman's been doing it for like 2 years now.
I
at his
have
table.
no idea.
Jay Cargill started saying it now. And now MJF's saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're feeding everybody. There's 3 wrestlers that feed the whole world.
That's creepy and weird. They're just showing it and saying you should go watch it. Thomas says there was a night of really bad winds here a few months ago and he needed to protect his greenhouse. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, you know how strong those winds can get. It's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Ours were like 50 today.
Were they?
Annoying as shit.
I thought they were like 30.
Constant, non-stop. And then they had gusts that were ridiculous. Waiting for a tree to fall over. Actually, there could be one. I haven't been out there.
Good. Hurricane type stuff. You didn't let the dogs outside? You're like, nah.
I'll walk them out there. Open the door and
Look in the backyard just to see what's going on back there.
Oh. If I look out the window, there's this fence. If I look peek around the corners, I don't go that far out. Bad Santa. Or Violent Night.
Thomas says, I think it worked. What? If what worked? Like that he did some stuff to protect his greenhouse or something else on working?
Like put the coop by it or something?
Vindicator says, I bet if the human heart could talk, it would wrestlers not to take the pumping of blood it does for granted, and they just keep losing it like it's no big deal. Yeah, well,
no thing.
Your body can reproduce it pretty quickly, so.
Drink some water.
As long as you're not, losing like so much.
Old Wells Fargo. There he is. That bitch.
Right?
Are you sure you want to do this tweet? Most people don't say this word. Yep. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Who's your favorite female wrestler of the year? That bitch. You sure you want to send that?
Right?
Spawn's hasn't been around enough. Can't give it to her. Becky was here and gone and then back. Esther hasn't done enough. Lives on TV every day.
Right. Yeah, I think as long as it's anchored and stuff, I mean, the wrapping of it probably saved it from a lot of the wind damage. Just basically wrapped it in saran wrap.
Yeah, wrapped it up. Look like I got a condom on it.
Ugh. Seriously, guy. He's even shorter than Tony Schiavone. Oh my god, how lame. Fuck off, AEW, and these fuckwads that you keep finding. Ugh. So they're like, well, nobody liked Dante Martin enough, and he's back with his brother in a group, so we can't do him. Nobody really liked Daniel Garcia enough, so we can't push him anymore. Nobody really liked that Yuta guy enough, so we can't push him anymore. You know what we should do? We should find another short weirdo and push him and see what happens. This is dumb. Vindicator says, hey, Talitha, so which organ is more vital, the brain or heart? I would heart because you can't live without it, but being brain dead can't be a life worth living, though.
Oh, they burned him.
Oh, the wizard!
He's a wizard!
He the Ocho. He the wizard, my friend.
Get him, Jericho.
Murder him. Thomas says, you're on fire. Thomas didn't say that, but that was funny. Thomas says it did work. No damage happened. Took lots of cling film, but it worked. Nice.
I've seen people take that stuff, like rolls of it, 2 or 3 big rolls of that stuff, camping, and then they make their tents out of it while they're out there. They just wrap it around a couple trees.
It's kind of weird. I guess it would work, but it's still weird. How do you make a roof?
Just
Oh, great. How exciting for us all.
Creepy looking anymore.
God, she's so weird.
You think she's allergic to the sun? She didn't used to be that white. Okay, here comes Daniel.
Who knows? She's probably trying to make some weird statement.
That the sun causes cancer and therefore it's sexist or something.
Well, so Vindicator, I personally think their brain is a lot more vital. They can actually put your heart on a machine where it pumps for you. As a brain, they can't do anything to help your brain not be brain dead. Because once that tissue dies, it's just done for. You can't do a brain transplant, but you can do a heart transplant. So, Thomas says it did work. No damage happened. Took lots of cling film to work. Vindicator says, apologize for a question like that so close to the festive holiday. You're fine. Sophie's in the chat. Hey, Sophie.
Hey,
says,
Sophie.
hi, guys. I heard a rumor SmackDown might move to NBC in the future, and NBC might buy the WWE. Of course, you stopped doing this on Monday, the final hour of Raw.
You know, that would be pretty cool if NBC would buy it. I thought they should anyway, especially if they can get it for something like $6 billion or something.
Yeah.
Because they're already paying $2 billion
For the Peacock stuff.
And if they get SmackDown, that would be $4 billion for about 6 years. So just pay an extra $2 billion that's yours.
Right. He says.
Far West Rodeo.
Yeah, Sophie, we weren't here for the last hour of Raw on Monday.
No, we had family in town.
So, we stopped. We did kind of pay attention a little bit to it, though.
I did watch it. I don't remember what happened, but I did watch it. It was constant action, though. That was probably the best Raw of the year.
It wasn't too bad. They had a few,
But
they had the Bayley-Becky match. And then they had Seth and Kevin
team up against the Usos.
Team up against the Usos. That one happened. I can't remember what else happened.
That was the last hour right there.
Well, I thought something else happened.
Well, there was an interview.
Vindicator's like, OMG, Robbie's favorite slug of a swindler is running his yap in slow motion. No less 15-minute break, guys. Right, Vindicator? Wish I could take a 15-minute break. Walter's in chat. Hey, Walter's the slow Travis. Hey, Daphne, AEW. Yeah. Hey, Walter. How's it going, my man? Where you been? Did you win bingo? What'd you win? Did you win stuff? Thomas says, I like Jake's hat. You like his whatchamacallit hat? Whatever those things are called. What do you call those? The purple hat that Jake Hager wears.
Fedora, maybe?
Nope. Nope. It's like the
Berenstein Bear.
Yeah.
The Berenstein
or a
Bear
fishing hat or whatever they call them. So he says this was the final Raw of the year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was the final Raw. Woo. Walter says Bryan Danielson talking. Yeah, he sure is.
They made it so good because they could use that award show next Monday and just do that Raw again. And just do all the highlights of that one.
Right. Walter's like, I was at a meeting, didn't win bingo today. Oh, man. You didn't win bingo, and you had to be in a meeting? Boo.
It's like a double loss.
Boo. Boo, Walter. Boo. Yeah, what does he need to learn? Oh, my God, he needs to learn lessons. Well, there's like Taz and Excalibur and Tony doing commentary. Mm-hmm. Who did he hospitalize? What did I miss in the stupid of talking?
You didn't miss a damn thing. You watched him get hauled off.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Who was it?
William Regal.
Oh, that guy.
All ego, Ethan Page.
So it's like, Raw was awesome this past Monday night. Yay. Thomas says AEW failed to sign Sasha. She was asking way too much. No way. She was a greedy little slut bag. No way. Couldn't imagine.
You're so weird. Why is she a slut? Isn't she married or something?
No, and I don't care. She's a greedy little slut bag. Walter's like, MJF call out, Ethan Page, boo!
Boo!
Boo! Boo! Harley says, wonder why Jim Ross is not doing commentary for All Elite Wrestling Dynamite.
Maybe he'll do it in the second hour so he can do Rampage.
I don't know. Haven't seen it come out for a while. Haven't seen him do that either.
Gonna be eating some wing sauce at home.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted to take some time off. He was fighting like some like cancer stuff, guys, so who knows. You're cauliflower Cheetos.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, you're like totally Bryan Danielson. It's disgusting. You're a freak. You're like him. Ew, gross.
I don't do.
Oh my God, you're like gluten free. He doesn't either.
Yeah, they just said Doritos.
No, he said cauliflower Cheetos. They have vegan cheese stuff. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, you don't. That's processed.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're Bryan Danielson. It's disgusting. Thomas is like, JR is taking time off. Sounds about right. He should. Chris says, LL, so is AEW doing like Impact used to do open fight night is... A what?
A raggedy bitch.
Is where they all put their opponent and they actually have a match. Ooh, I guess I don't know what happens there. I think it's dumb if they do. It seems very loserish if they follow the footsteps of some other boring company. Walter's like, holiday rush tonight. Good Dynamite. Sorry I was late tonight.
It's all good.
Walter, you should be extremely sorry that you were late. Just kidding. No, you're all good, my man. You can't help when you have meetings. Work is work, right? Life happens.
Vegetable man. You are what you eat.
Thomas says, but mainly he's moved to Rampage as it doesn't require him to work a lot.
Maybe. You guys aren't dressed for wrestling.
Walter says, okay, at 9:30 my time, I'm going to be here Friday for SmackDown, 8 p.m. still in chat. Nice. And Walter's like, fight now. Yeah, do your fighting.
Woo.
Chris says, Ethan Page, you called yourself the Karate Man, so fuck off, LOL. What? Why is he the Karate Man?
He ain't ready. He isn't even geared up for it. Just wait.
Just wait. Chris says, in the Indies.
Next week, right after Christ Mass, right before New Year's.
Walter wants to fight. He's like, come on, I want to fight.
It's going to be next week, Will.
Harley's like, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get me some homemade chocolate chip cookies to eat.
Nothing better.
Homemade chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, he wouldn't even come out of the back,
Coward.
bitch. What a loser face.
Raggedy bitch.
Raggedy bitch. And Thomas
Why would
is
they
like,
do that
time
on
for some
purpose?
pot noodle. Whatever pot noodle is. Piccolo says, if you had walked in on wrestling in 22 and didn't understand the whole crowd participation, right?
I don't know if I could watch wrestling if I was brand new to it.
Tell me about it.
It's kind of a different type of... There's no characters that you can get involved with.
Thank you. And I'm not talking about 22. I'm not even only 3 years of watching it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's hard to like what? Well, it's like, Daphne, funny Christmas ears look cool. Yeah, or my antlers. Pico says, I mean, we're just probably rude, yelling out obscenities and interruptions. Yeah, rude. People are like, what's going on? Walter's like, cool, battle royal for money.
Why do they keep saying what?
Why do they keep interrupting him while he's talking? Why are they so mad at this guy? I don't understand why. Seems like a nice guy.
Why does he say 5 words at a time and then stop? So they can insert what?
What? Why do you not want to fight? I mean, I get it. It's like in his nice clothes. You gotta put on your fighting clothes.
What?
What? What?
That's what.
What?
Do. Every time you stop, if you're doing a pulling a promo,
What?
polling a promo, they're gonna just nail you. Well, in WWE.
They sometimes try to pull it off in here, but not very often do they do it over here. Walter says John Moxley will win that. Yeah?
No.
People's like,
Royal.
that's just so funny. Isn't it just so funny? What? What?
My thing is what I don't
What?
understand is why do wrestling organizations find it necessary, because WWE is doing it now, they didn't used to take absolutely nobody and have them wrestle one of your top stars, and it's not going to be a squash match. Darius Martin, who, we know who he is, but he's at the bottom of the absolute somebodies.
Right.
Honestly, you could ask wrestling fans who that is, and they won't know.
Mm-hmm.
I usually say, can you go into a bar and ask 100 people, will one of them know who that person is?
Right, and they won't.
But a wrestling fan might not even know who Darius Martin is. Anyways, we saw on Friday with Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
Gunther and Ricochet went 23 minutes, 21 plus minutes.
Too long.
Absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't help. It doesn't help either one of them. Doesn't hurt necessarily Ricochet. But at the same time, I feel like it does damage to Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Go 23 minutes with a Ricochet. It's like, come on, dude.
Right.
We've literally seen people beat him in less than 6 minutes.
Yes.
Like 1,000 times over the
Yes.
last 2 years.
Let's see. Walter's like, Daphne doing Stone Cold Steve Austin, LOL. Thomas says, how much money is up for grabs in the cool battle royal for money? I don't know. 300,000 is what Walter's saying. 300,000. Pico says, and give them ample time to show off crap. Chris says, even Jungle Boy is more recognizable than Darius Martin.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're a wrestling fan. If you're not a wrestling fan, neither of them are, but...
Yeah, you wouldn't know who the hell they are.
Say, hey, it's Jack Perry. Maybe you've heard of Luke Perry? It's his son. Oh, really? I'll watch that.
Yeah.
But they don't use that.
No.
But they could.
They could, but they don't.
Because somebody would be like, I watch 90210.
Chris...
I used to watch wrestling. That's his son? That's sick.
Yeah, exactly. Chris says Gunther should be Wrestler of the Year, but that match last week ruined it.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah. Walter's like, 4 more days until Christmas. Ready? Well, sure. Guess. I don't know. Are we ready?
Brett just sent me that. We were just talking about him. I thought he was dead.
That's pretty funny, actually. Well, Hacksaw Jim Duggan just took out somebody trying to rob him.
Jack Hacksaw Jim Duggan beat up a home intruder.
That's pretty funny.
I'm okay with it.
Right?
Hey! Samoa Joe said happy holidays. It's called Merry Christmas, home.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. People's like to get it over with. Yeah. Chris says 4 more days till Grinch comes for presents. And Walter says holiday tour. WWE is coming to Atlanta, Georgia, not going, sold out. Oh, Walter. That's sad. And Robbie's now in the chat. Hey, Robbie. Wake up from your nap. He says, yo, hey, guys, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Not a lot.
He says cracking, but I'm going to say crack-a-lackin' because it's funnier.
It just sounds cool.
Beagle's like, he's really cleaned up. Is he running for mayor?
He's at home.
You know what he forgot to do, though? He forgot to shave off that shit off his face. Because he looks like a moron with it.
What? You don't like facial hair?
I don't like his facial hair. I don't like his face. I don't like anything about him. I don't like anything about this one either.
Why is Hook on here?
Barfo. I just want to run away and throw up. Vinegar's like, Dalitho, what do you think of Samoa Joe Christmas tree? I wasn't even paying attention because I reviews. Wasn't listening. I don't pay attention. Ew, God, does he think he has chest hair? What the fuck is that? Did he, like, draw that on there himself? What a fucking wacko. Oh, my God.
Turning into a man. Don't judge him. That guy has a dog pillow.
That's the most pathetic attempt at any fucking looking like a man I've ever seen in my life. That's funny. Thomas says, Walter, not Gunther. I refuse to call him that. Yes, a candidate for Wrestler of the Year. His match with Sheamus at Clash at the Castle was incredible. Riley's like, LOD should run for mayor. Yeah, no thank you. Harley says, ready for it to be over with, not even in the mood for the holidays this year since I lost a family member back in November to cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's terrible.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's really hard when you lose a loved one. Same year, it's really hard to even care about holidays. Walter says, it's Hook. And Robbie says, oh, do you have more chest hair than this bozo? Gosh, thanks, Robbie. I appreciate that. Just a hairy monster.
Exodus Prime versus Hook is on fucking TV. What is wrong with, like...
Dear AEW, you are the most stupidest, ironically dumb thing I've ever seen in my entire life of watching 3 years of this shit.
They could put that rap battle royal on right now.
And I have to watch this fucking garbage of some dumb fuckface against another dumb fuckface. Oh my fucking God. Seriously.
Hook is just very stumbly when he wrestles. He's not.
Oh, he's so great.
He's not like his dad was. Like, he's really bad at the actual movements. But he did win it.
Walter says, I pick Hook for the win. Gosh, I wonder why. People's like, and once again looking for something else to watch. Oh, hey, look. It's Perry getting beat up by that group of people.
Recycled, it looks like.
Hey, look. Hook should go fix it. Then here's like Dalitha is saying Hook is opposite of Harry slobbering Braun Strowman.
Big Bill.
Yeah, he's a tiny child.
Has
gross.
Been recycled.
Chris says Hook versus Logan Paul inside Hell in a Cell match. Got it. Ravi says, D, they pulled out all the stops for you. Nope. Well, Ravi, they did it just for you because you weren't here and they weren't doing this garbage. And then you showed up and now they're doing shit. Thanks, Ravi. Walter's like, yes, Hook won fast match. And Pico's like, I mean, give us something legitimate. Not AEW Dark counts as TV-worthy matches. It doesn't. It's garbage. They shouldn't even have it there. It's stupid. Then here's like, at least it was over quick and clean. Hook the 2-minute man or child. Child. Not a man. No matter what he drew on his chest. Looks more like he, like, stole somebody, like, it's like that South Park episode.
Oh, with the pubes?
With the pubes. but he thought it was chest hair or something. I can't remember what he sold him his pubes, right? And then, what did he do? He put them on his face. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Basically, what happened is Hook bought somebody's pubes and pasted them on his chest to look like a man, and it didn't work out as well as he hoped it would.
Nick Camarado or whatever.
He shaved his back.
He's like, can I just use a little bit? Sure, son.
Fry's like, D was a hella disrespected. Pico's like, oh no, his luscious hair. And Robbie's like, this segment, man, so botchy. And then he kind of like, sounds like something Cartman would do. So no, it was a bully was doing it to Cartman. Okay? What Cartman did in that episode was make the kid eat his own parents.
Yeah, Cartman
so there's that. And gross. It was kind of it was very sadistic, that episode. I was like, DL, you're hilarious. Well, that's what his chest hair looked like. Somebody had cut it off somebody else and said, here, let's paste this on you. It'll make you look like a man.
Get that spray glue out.
Right? Get that Gorilla Glue out. That poor lady. Pickle says he waited after the wingman finished using the men's room hook as fishing out the urinals. Gross.
Oh, God.
Nasty. Oh, yucky caca. Hey, look, they did a commercial with picture-in-picture without wrestling, but they made sure and had dumbass John Moxley come down with his little wacky people.
The Combat Club? Maybe Cesaro hit him from behind.
I don't know.
I'm okay with
I wish somebody would take a baseball bat to his head.
Like Jericho?
On purpose. Like a real one. Chris says, Travis, did you see Carrera is a Met? So now he and Verland are on the same team again.
I absolutely love it. Saved my
perfect.
Giants 13 years of just hell.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear why?
He felt physical.
Yeah.
But it's undisclosed what it was. It's his back.
His physical ability, his whatever, health was in question.
He's been in the league for 7 years. He's been on the DL, or the IR, whatever you want to call it, disabled list, injured reserve, 7 times. Or 8 times in 7 years.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. I wouldn't pay fucking that.
You're not going to pay over
I would not pay
$300
$300 million for that piece of shit. Not
Well,
even a little
he's
bit.
far
Chris,
from a
your
piece of shit,
Astros
though.
should have fucking kept the garbage.
That's not happening.
Yeah, the guy who's like, oh, I didn't know what was going on. Oh, whatever, your ringleader. Everybody's like, oh, he's such a great leader of the team, and he's so good with the team people, and blah, blah, blah. He never once, said or took any kind of response, nothing for that cheating scandal
Nobody
stuff.
did. Jose Altuve didn't even.
And then he's like, I'm such a great
Okay,
leader
that
of
match has
other
started.
people.
Darius and John Moxley.
Riley's like, used his Manscaped trimmer. That would have just ripped out the hair. And then not worked. Vindicator says, reminds me of a Simpson Treehouse of Horror episode. I remember Homer turned himself into a donut and still ate parts of his own body. That's about normal.
That's pretty funny, actually.
I'm
Like Pizza the
delicious.
Hut.
Right? Robbie's like, Hook, what a sausage wallet. Chris says, no, Carrera is a double traitor like Becky Lynch, so now I will call him two-timing Carrera. Walter's like, John Moxley for the win. He has backup.
I'm just excited that he's not on my team.
I know. I was excited about that, too. I was like, yay.
My buddy texted me at 6 o'clock in the morning this morning.
I'm like, good. He's a dirty Met. Go to the Mets and
Then
ruin
I had
them.
to text him back because after I turned on the TV to watch, I was like, oh, Franco Harris just died. So I had to tell him, and he's like, what?
Oh, that's so sad.
No, well, listen. So 50 years ago this weekend is the Immaculate Reception that he caught.
Right.
It's the biggest play in the history of football.
Right. Yeah, during when they were great. The steel curtain, right? And everything. Yeah.
Well, it's 50 years ago. So, yeah.
Yeah.
70s. They were honoring him this weekend and going to put him in the Hall of Fame, in their Hall of Fame, and retire his jersey number this weekend.
That's what you were saying.
And
yeah.
now he died.
And then he passed away.
Like, people from, like, Dallas were going up there. They're playing the Raiders, so it just made sense.
I bet Terry Bradshaw was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because he was like the quarterback during that time.
The Blonde Bomber.
The Blonde Bomber. Yeah, I was talking with my boss a little bit about it.
Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, they haven't released anything that happened, how he passed away. I mean, he was 72, but...
He did interviews yesterday.
I know, that's what you were saying about it. That's why it was so weird. Yeah, very strange.
Very surprising.
Very surprising. Chris says, everyone who leaves my Astros is a traitor. Sure, buddy. Yeah. Robbie says, D, some of these AEW guys look like they have been pulled off the streets. You fucking think? You think, Robbie?
They're smaller than guys. Like, that guy right there is bigger.
Yeah.
Like, just fans.
When you have a fan that's way bigger than the wrestlers in the ring, that's pretty sad.
Yeah. Like they're pulled off the street. That's exactly what he means.
Vindicator's like, message retracted. And Walter's like, LOL, okay, Daphne, rant. And Vindicator's like, Dante Martin, he growing on you yet, Travis? Watch, he says no. Pico says, oh yeah, that's my dad's team. The Mets? Are the Mets your dad's team, Pico? I feel bad for him.
This offseason alone, they have bid on $800 million worth. That's what.
Yeah, I think they're going to put money into, like, win. But unfortunately, the people that they're getting...
Justin Verlander, come on, he's already in his 40s.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. Like, you can't spend $40 million a year
on that, or people who are injury prone. That doesn't work.
Right. They're just bad investments.
Like shortstops who are injury prone, yeah, you're fucking your team.
Oh, no,
Good job.
They have Francisco Lindor. He's not playing shortstop. Lindor's the best shortstop in baseball.
So why the fuck did they even take him then?
Well, he's going to play third base. Like, there's no doubt he's going to play third. Lindor's legit the best shortstop. With, what's his name? Fernando Tatis being a steroid user / injury prone all the time. Because he's probably the best.
Well, who's the kid that, what team is Trout on?
Anaheim.
And then, who's the guy that just got traded or whatever off the Angels?
I didn't know anybody did.
Oh.
Did Ohtani get traded?
Yes. That's who
Where
it
did
was.
he go?
I don't know where he went.
That's big for somebody.
Yeah. I don't know where he went, but...
He's a hitter and a pitcher.
Yeah, it was something my boss said because
if he got
the
traded,
IT guy is like a big, huge Angels fan, and he loves Ohtani, and the Trout and their little thing they have
Trout
together.
will go too then, although he's so high paid that I don't know if anybody can afford him.
Right.
Although all the baseball money that's being paid, maybe the Giants can sign him. Although I'd be pissed about that. Well, you can trade and have the team eat some salary. So
Right.
Maybe do half. Giants have really good prospects. They could rebuild Anaheim with their prospect.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Tawny, huh? He got traded. I did not hear about that. I feel like that would have been in the news. Aaron Judge is the captain of the Yankees now. That was today. And then we heard about Correa today. So, anyways, this match is lasting way too long. This is what I'm talking about right here, this kind of crap.
Maybe it wasn't him.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Otani, that's a huge deal.
He agreed to a $30 million deal with the Angels for the 23 season in the two-way superstar's final year of arbitration eligibility before free agency.
Right. Yeah, he'll be gone next year. They'll probably end up trading him this year, but if they want Trout to win ever, I don't even know if the dude's been in the playoffs. He's kind of like the, whatever his name was, the pitcher for Seattle. Felix Hernandez. One of the best pitchers in baseball. Never made it to the playoffs once.
Right? They're saying that this one place is saying that they should trade him. They should trade Otani.
Well, he doesn't want to be there. Might as well.
Where does he want to be?
You know, I'm going to throw this out there because Mets are going crazy anyways. The Mets have the top third base prospect in baseball, and they just signed Correa.
Right.
So now he has nowhere to be. There's your trade right there. Send Otani there, and then a couple of those prospects to Anaheim. If they're not already working on that.
Right. Robbie's like, is Dante Martin any good? That's the question. No.
He's good at flipping and flying around. So, but if you mean wrestling, no. But if you're talking about like ricochet stuff, just flying and jumping around, then yeah.
Walter says, watch out, AEW fans. And Pico says, oh no, he was referring to the 70s Steelers. That's his dad's team.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people like that team. Robbie says, oh, do you call me crazy? But yes, I think. Do you? I don't think you do.
Smokey and the Bandit too, guys.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Chris says, guess Thunder Rosa isn't returning. They're in San Antonio, but she might show up in Hater match.
Hey, that would be pretty cool. I just don't know if she's ready to be back. I mean, if they're going to do that.
Yeah. Walter says, get back in the ring, no 10 count outside. Chris said, didn't Cody Bellinger get traded?
Yes. He signed with somebody. I don't think he got traded. Well, maybe he got traded. They just told me that when Tony was down here. But I can't remember where he went. He signed for like a cheap deal. He signed a 1-year deal. He didn't get traded. He was a free agent, and he signed cheap for 1 year because he's trying to build his worth back up.
Oh, wow.
Because he was a stud, and then he sucked his last year.
Oh, that's
and
sad.
so he only got a smaller contract. I don't know what it is. Probably like $10 million. But in baseball anymore, that's small.
Right. It's small. Ravi, John Box with the dad bod. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to get $10 million, you're barely going to be able to feed your kid. In 1 year.
Right. Pico says, imagine being a dad and your son says, Dante Martin is my favorite wrestler. I would slap that kid just on false pretense alone.
You know, you just take away his privilege of watching wrestling.
Pico
So
says,
you can watch it when you're 18.
I don't know. I can't think of the proper wording. LOL. But I was like, this match looks so low budget. Chris says, I heard how Otani, I heard now Otani to Rangers. Hey, I might become a Ranger fan. Rob is like, everyone going for dodgy chest hair tonight. Ew. And Chris says, we would have Otani and DeGrom. Harley says, hey, Otani got traded from the Angels to the Cubs. Just looked it up. So it did happen then? So he did get traded?
So did that just happen today?
Oh, you better ask Danny. Ask Danny if that happened.
I feel like he would have told me.
I know, right? Wouldn't he have said something? Been like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't understand. You don't know what just happened. The Nuclear says, I'm surprised at the possibility of AEW having a women's main event match tonight. We all know WWE has ran circles around them in regard.
No, the only thing
especially
I
on Raw.
I mean, they said, what would the Cubs have to give up to get Otani?
Yeah. Sophie says, nice hat, D. Thanks. It's kind of not really a hat, but it'll work. Robbie says, join a circus like D once did if you want to fly, jump around.
Okay, it's like this, though.
You are a circus, Robbie. Every day of your life, you're the circus.
Will tell you the exact same thing, and he's a Cub. I mean, he's got the Cubs on his body.
Yes, he does. He's a huge Cubs fan. Like, I mean, like, die hard.
In God's creation are you doing trading for Ohtani, your prospects, when you have no team?
Right?
Like, it's not like, hey, we're one piece away from winning a championship.
Uh-huh.
You got, how many? 9 people on the field? They're 9 people away from offense from winning a championship. That's how bad they are.
Yes.
They did just sign somebody, he told me, and he wasn't very happy about it. Go back.
Yeah, he said he'd have to be a such and such fan, and he'd have to be Carrera fan.
Uh-huh.
And now you don't have to be.
I don't have to be a Carrera
You'd be like,
fan anymore.
yay. Sorry, buddy. I can't remember who it was that he had said. He said it when he was leaving that one night.
Uh-huh.
Chris says, fake news, he didn't sign to Cubs. Robbie says, the stomps from Moxley, so botchy, wow, the man never felt a thing. Harley says, Google it. When I Googled it, they said they gave up, like, a lot of people to get Ohtani.
They would have to give up a lot of people.
Robbie says, D, thank you for your kind words, right? Piccolo is like, on principle. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, on principle. On principle alone. Sorry.
But that's the thing. The only way the Cubs are doing that is this Ohtani signs.
Yeah.
Like, they say, okay, we'll sign you for 10 years or something, and for $300 million.
Yep.
And he says, okay, and then they move forward. That's the only way they're doing that. It was Dansby Swanson. So they do have a shortstop. It was the Atlanta Braves shortstop. That's right. So they are 8 pieces away from winning a championship. He did win a championship with Atlanta.
Ah.
Nobody thought he would leave.
That's weird.
Him leave
Wonder
is
why he
weird.
left.
I wonder if they're going to move Ozzy Albies to shortstop, because that's where he was supposed to be, but Dansby Swanson was there, so they moved Albies to second. They could easily move Albies to short. Nope, that didn't look funny.
Did they, like, redo it as, like, a horror movie or something? That's
Well,
fucking
LeBron
weird.
James, that didn't look horrible.
Chris says that was rumors from 3 months ago. Sophie said Mandy Rose is going to be a billionaire on Christmas Day. Sweet.
Right? She get like $500,000 a week from showing her coochie.
Pickle says, geez, I'm dumbed down by Moxley promos. Aren't we all? Well, I was like, I thought that was on the top of your chair, not a hat on your head. That's? It's on my head. What the fuck? Okay, we're doing the whole victim thing on AEW now, too.
His parents? David Goggins' parents did it to him. His mom was a whore. And his dad was a pimp.
Oh, that's good.
That owned a club in Buffalo. And, like, the Bills would come there. And so, like, O.J. Simpson was sleeping with them. And
Wow.
not him. Anytime he did anything wrong, he'd have to strip naked and then go sit on the corner of the bed, and his dad would whip him with a belt.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a different type of character, David Goggins.
Oh, jeez.
Dude lost like 90 pounds in 3 months. Not lately. Like, he wanted to become a Marine or a Navy SEAL.
Right.
And he saw a commercial, and he's like, I'm going to do that. And the recruiters wouldn't even talk to him because he was a fat guy. It's like 300 pounds. They're like, you weigh too much. You can't even get in. And so he's like, all right, I'll lose it. And so he did. He lost it all in 3 months.
That's funny. Vinegar says, Sophie, that means Mandy will buy the WWE and reinstate herself. Robbie says, Cole Moxley has dumbed down in his wrestling, too. AEW can't do promos for shit. Harley says, going to hit the bed, going to be in here Friday. See you off Friday night. All right, Harley, thanks for hanging out with us and joining us tonight for AEW Dynamite. Have a good night. We'll see you on Friday for SmackDown. People says, don't question it. This is 22 storylines so relevant to Gen Z. God, shoot me in the face. Right, people? So he's like, if NBC does buy the WWE, how will that affect everything?
It doesn't affect anything with Raw, but it would affect Vince. Like, you would never see Vince again. And it would change how they run the rest of, like, their Hall of Fames and all that stuff. I would assume they would pull anybody, like Hulk Hogan would be pulled. Anybody that ever did anything kind of offensive would be pulled.
Well, they better pull all of them then. They better not even have a Hall of Fame. They've all done offensive things.
Not necessarily. So we got the Guns versus the FTR.
Robbie's like, gee, your boys, the Guns, what a couple of bozos. No, my boys, they're all yours, my friend. Oh, Walter's like, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter. Thanks for joining us. Because I see you, Walter. Take care. And Robbie's like, do you enjoy the finest entertainment from AEW that they are offering? Robbie, I don't have to enjoy it, and it's the only thing that's on the TV right now, so I have no choices.
Well, I was going to put the college basketball game on, but it was like Delaware.
Ew, God. Ugh. Nobody wants to watch that.
So I was like, what,
Delaware.
do you have any good games on?
Oh, God. Pickle's like, well, that goes into sports, boys. We be boys, bro code.
But yeah, they would run it a lot different if they bought it. Because you already seen what they took out of Peacock. Out of the network. And all that stuff would go away. Like the history of WWE and WCW.
Yeah, what is that? Nobody cares about that crap. Nobody wants to know anything about that. It's a good way to get rid of a lot of their fan base, though. They want to make sure
My
and
big thing
ruin
is,
it. Go for it.
If you look at ratings for these shows, the 18 to 35 or 38 or whatever bracket is like a third of their viewership. So like we'll say like 700,000 or something. Meaning that everybody else is old, but they don't target them. Right? They don't target the older people because they don't buy stuff.
Right.
So they only target the 18 to 30-year-olds or whatever, 38-year-olds, 42-year-olds, whatever it is.
Right.
Maybe it's 48-year-olds. Either way. They're only targeting them. The problem is those old people are going to eventually go away. And so why would you spend $6 billion on a product that,
basically.
that you know has a dying fan base? Like, it's going to go away.
It will.
And like what they're doing isn't going to draw any fans. This shit right here, you cannot draw fans with this, whatever it is. I don't even know what you call this.
I don't know what this is either.
Now they have to have matches like this. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you can make them way cooler.
But if somebody was flipping through the channels,
they're not gonna
and this
watch
popped up on their channel surfing, if they actually even do that stuff anymore, because you got to remember too, right? Channel surfing is going to be a thing of the past. Because there's not going to be such things as cable and satellite, because that's what they want. Right. They want you to just have apps.
The most important part about that is can your superstar go on the talk show circuit and bring fans?
And promote everything that you're working towards.
So can she...
Or he, yeah.
Yeah, basically, sex sells. So can she get on TV, work her way around the talk show hosts, and get promoted and do it through YouTube or whatever other online source to bring people's eyeball. Mm-hmm. That's what Logan Paul would be fantastic at it.
Right.
But they're not doing that with the women. They're trying to make the women wrestlers like the men. And I get it with all the stuff that's been going on. 20 years ago, the shit didn't exist. And wrestling was huge and it was popular. Vince McMahon sold sex to beat WCW, and it worked. And he kept a hold of it, and they used sex until, like, 2014. And if you notice, that's when it almost doubled in viewership drop.
Right.
No sex. And they got rid of the Divas division. They put in the women's division. The women want to get paid as much as the men. I understand it. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that it doesn't sell.
If you're not going to work towards making it to sell, you got to put in the work to get the salary. You can't just go, well, I want to be a wrestler and I want to be paid the same as a man, but I can't go out there and do the same things as a man. But what am I going to do instead? Well, you're hideous, so that's not going to work for you.
Yeah. But you can have ugly girls with the hot ones. Like, it works. But you just have to have a hot girl in the match.
Right.
And it works. But Liv Morgan against Doudrop. Shit will work.
Right.
It'll sell.
And it's not like Doudrop has an ugly face. I know what you're saying, but
somebody out there, Tamina or whoever, you can find a
Shayna
flaw in
Baszler.
somebody. Shayna Baszler's perfect.
She's a terrible wrestler, and she's not exactly pretty.
But it would sell. That match would get views. Put them in mud. You automatically go to laugh. I'm being serious. Those mud matches sold. Stephanie McMahon in the mud with Trish Stratus. Sold. People watched that shit. They put the females main eventing in the late 90s, early 2000s, and everybody watched it. I would be watching WCW and made sure I flipped it over there for that main event. And you see Miss Jackie riding on somebody's back with her tits hanging out. They didn't even censor it. It was just tits. Because they had it live. They're like, nope, we're doing it live. Oh, we didn't mean to have tits.
Right.
DX would come out there and say a whole bunch of shit. Get in trouble. So finally they just took the letter that they got from NBC and read it live on the air. Their warning, their like final warning. And NBC's like, touche, motherfuckers. Like, there's nothing we can do, really.
Right. That's funny. Ravi says Travis is too quiet. Hello, AEW has taken a nose to have LOL. Do you always wanted to know about that? I don't know what that was. That was a while ago, so I have no idea what's happening. Because, like, I'm sorry, I'm tired of actual history getting erased from memory, right? Sophie says Paige thinks AEW needs women tag team championship. Ravi says LOL Cola. And Pico says, like the Ultimate Warriors and Rick Rudes and Legion of Dooms, sure, they were snorting loads of coke, but damn it, they were my heroes. Roided up, never been more naive as a 9-year-old.
Like, who cares if Hawk was fucking snorting blow up his asshole? That dude would come out and be like, what a rush. And you'd just be like,
right.
Yeah, the Road Warriors obviously have the biggest pop in wrestling, but they actually call it the Road Warrior pop when tag teams come out, if it's a huge pop.
Yeah. Robbie says the Guns couldn't sell Rain to a Cloud with their selling. Pico says, when did the Divas get nixed?
Paige was the Divas champion. Charlotte won it.
And it became the women's division.
And then they switched it then. So I don't think Paige ever was a women's champion. I think she was
the last Divas champion. Well, technically, Charlotte was the last Divas champion.
And Nikki Bella, she was the longest reigning Divas champion ever. So in your those books that you read for whatever it's called, trivia, your trivia answer for who's the longest Divas champion of all time, it's Nikki Bella.
Why does he have his pants pulled up so far? It's so creepy.
This is the Heart Foundation pants.
Like, what the fuck is going on with his pants? Wires.
Oh, tapped.
It's funny.
I don't like when there's taps, but they don't call taps.
Does everyone want apps? Robbie, that's what they pretty much are going to, and it's ruining whatever. So now there's just too many. I warned Travis that's what would happen. Every single fucking place wants to have their own app for their content. And you get to pay money for every single one of them. Yeah. Whether or not you do it or not, I don't care what you do in your own personal choices.
Oh, he pulled his butt.
Yeah. He's got a gluteus maximus issue.
Yeah.
Chris says, who would be hotter even in Attitude Era, Mandy Rose or Sable? I think Mandy.
I'm going to say Sable.
Robbie says...
I honestly would say Sable on that one. Mandy's very, very attractive, by the way.
Robbie says, when WWE thought they had a good idea. Pico says, I'm pretty much cringe when they go hardcore and break tables and use kendo sticks, but I understand they can wrestle.
They won it. The Guns won.
The Guns won?
8:55 on that one.
Huh. Robbie's like, D, don't be rude about Shayna. Why? Is she your girlfriend? Chris says, all Rock and Jericho making fun of Stephanie huge boobs.
Oh my god, wasn't that funny when she came back with tits? Like, so she left. She was just a girl, and she came back and she had tits. Jericho just put it on blast. Like, I mean,
as he should. Piccolo says, I think some TV shows have a lot of racy sex selling things and wrestling can't compete with cable TV. No, Piccolo, which is really ridiculous, right? Because how many of those shows out there promote drug use and all that stuff? And I get it. Like, but WWE is supposed to be a kid's show, right? Those shows aren't for kids. They're for mature audiences. That's where the problem is. You have to make WWE for mature audiences.
I don't know why they couldn't just do the third hour, because it's late everywhere. PG-17 or whatever it is, the NC-7, whatever the one for TV is. TV-14, that's the one I was looking for.
Right.
And then take off your restraints like you're live, and then just let women wrestle in that hour.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all of it.
Robbie says it was always snowing for them back then. Hassan Terrell in the chat says, hi there, happy holidays. I like your holiday hats. Thanks, Hassan. Happy holidays to you. Thanks for being in our chat tonight. Sophie says, Will of Fortune and WWE are teaming up. The pro thing is it could get them new fans to watch the show, but the con, those fans might not watch every week.
What is that?
Will of Fortune and WWE teaming up.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Robbie says, was Big Boobs Bella a better wrestler than Bailey or Charlotte?
Not even close.
Oh, my God, no. Pickles like may have been on the fly. Robbie says Travis is still quiet. Are you talking about his like mic? Like you can't hear him? Thomas says, did the Guns just win? Yes.
They did.
They did. Robbie says, LD is so brutal. Keep it coming. I love it.
Keith Lee, Swerve Scott.
Ouch. This guy. Poor guy. His wife's feeding him to death.
She is. Looks like she's getting in shape, though. She was riding somebody's jock. Who was it? Austin Theory. She was on him, like, her legs wrapped around him. He was holding her up, and there was no belly.
Oh, that was nice. Giving him a good old ride, was she? Whore.
That'd be nice.
Robbie's like, yes, the mic. I don't know what to tell you about that. Which one? Is it something down here that would have to be turned up? Ouch. For him to hear you?
Oh, I can't put that like that. Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be the only thing, right?
Big business that you gotta discuss. Yeah, at least get it up even with the orders.
Is that better, Robbie? Can you hear him now?
What?
Robbie says, dear mate, limited lead. Oh my gosh. Not mine. He's all yours. He's your bestie. Chris is like, Rick Rose.
Yeah, Rick Rose.
This guy isn't Rick Ross.
That's Rick Ross.
That's not Rick Ross.
That's Rick Ross.
Who's the
Look
real
how
Rick
long
Ross?
his arms are. Rick Ross.
He's not the real Rick Ross.
That's Rick Ross. You can hear it by his voice.
Robbie says, yeah,
You should just
cheers.
rap for us just a little bit. Like, not a lot. Just like a Max Caster one. Like,
Right.
listen.
Listen. Yo. Yeah. Oh, goody. It's this guy.
It's Swerve.
He calls like lemon pepper wings, the Rick Ross special meal. Whoa, he's not PG. This is AEW, not WWE, so it's different. Chris is like, Rick just cussed. Not surprising. I didn't hear it. So, sorry.
I didn't pay attention to it either.
I was not paying attention to him talking. I was like, you wanted Limitedly on the Gab as a guest. No, Robbie, you wanted him to be a guest on here, not me. You and Travis wanted him. You're more than welcome to come, Robbie. Try to get Keith Lee on here, and you and Travis can interview him together.
Oh my gosh! So there's this guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
And he has like no followers or whatever. He like contacts wrestlers. And he's getting more. Obviously, he's growing. He's like, I'm going to start a podcast. Would you want to be on it? He asked Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross replied to him and said, yeah, I'd like to do media and stuff, and it would definitely help you grow. And then he said, all we have to do is get it passed through WWE. And he's like, okay, do I ask or do you ask?
What the fuck?
Look, I'm like,
Do you
so
have
it's that
to be?
easy?
Do you have to just be some like
You just have to have
weirdo
podcasts.
or something? Or I was like, you wanted Limitedly on the Gab as a guest. Listen, and Robbie says, D, you would do a sterling job interview. No, I wouldn't. You do it, Robbie. I know you're a big fan. Stop fucking around. You basically want to live in his armpit. So
Who wouldn't?
I don't. Fuck.
You don't want to
ew,
live
gross.
in Lee's armpit?
Hey, there's a big weirdo guy behind him
This
that's
fucking guy.
just.
Oh. Hey, this is that guy that they said was going to be the next Brock Lesnar. Bordeaux. His last name was Bordeaux.
Why does he have such weird actions?
Because he's supposed to be tough. Just go with it. He's Brock Lesnar.
I don't like it. Whatever this is, I don't like it at all. Like this
He was the top prospect in WWE, but Vince cut him.
I can only imagine why.
Parker Bordeaux, I think it was his name.
Jesus Christ! What the? Oh my God, Chris, like random ass podcaster, lol. So it was like you got 3 more wrestling shows for this year. Yay.
Yeah. Parker, get him again. Oh, is this
Who
a
the
different
fuck
guy?
is this guy?
Yeah, it's like, this is not Parker because he has different pants on.
What the fuck is it?
He looks like a circus clown.
What in the dumb motherfucking crap?
The Swerve's just watch it. I love it.
What the hell?
History being made.
Oh, Jesus. Pickle's like, just be humble, LOL. Right, like, is that Biggie in the ring? People said he wasn't dead, just living on an island with Tupac. No, that's Rick Ross.
This is what makes legends. I gotta listen to some Rick Ross when I get off the air.
Yeah. This is.
They got wood in there.
Oh my God, I seriously hate everything about this.
Isn't that a song in the 90s?
I hate everything about this. Or they've got wood in there. Which one?
It's definitely the latter of the two.
I don't know what's happening here. This is fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. So I was like, it would be interesting with the ratings for the first Raw of 23 as well as the first AEW show of the new year. Pico says, okay, who are these Vice Gang members? I'm so confused.
I don't know, but it's definitely...
Okay, so the first one that attacked
Parker
him
Bordeaux.
was that Parker Bordeaux guy that was in NXT.
They said looked like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that guy. The next one is just some fucking...
It is official.
I don't even know what it is. I don't know
It
what
reminds
it
me
is.
of a pinhead.
Oh my God, with like tattoos all over it.
Tattoo on its face.
All over it. Not just in one spot. All over its
Oh, damn.
fucking
I didn't
face.
even realize they broke a cinder block.
Yeah, they broke a cinder block over him. Anyways, Robbie's like, these Rick Ross every day. I'm hustling. The Rick Ross. Yeah. Sophie says, your thoughts on doing a best of the year show for Monday instead of giving us a taped episode of Raw? It's fine.
Well, I don't like that. I would rather it be live than anything, but if they're going to do a best of, that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, just so you guys are aware, we probably will only do a little bit of that show.
Yeah, we'll probably
very
get
much
on just
of
to
it.
say hi to you guys and everything. See how your
People-
holiday went.
Yeah, Pico says, where did that brick come from? I don't know. I think that weird painted face man, like, had it in his trousers or something. I don't fucking know. So if it's like Bronson Reed was a priority hire for Triple H when he took over the company.
Silliness. You know,
Yeah, let's see how well
I
that
have
works
a
out for the
feeling
dumbass.
that Thunder Rosa's showing up because there's no other reason to do the women last,
True.
except for it's her home city. So there's going to be a little bit of a pop, and that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, Robbie says that guy has a freakish look. Just chat on Monday for a bit. Yeah, probably just chat. Travis said maybe make me play video games or something. So, we'll see. We'll see how Monday goes, right? We're in a full blasted commercial this time, guys. Show's almost over. Looks like we have our main event coming up.
It's very true.
It's fake and lies.
Is that two dudes?
Yes, of course it is.
I mean, of
It's
course it is.
Sheldon, 'cause
Has
he's
that ever
gay.
happened before? Have they ever tried to do a full gay movie before?
I'm pretty sure they have. I just don't watch them.
Oh, Brokeback Mountain.
Ew. Yeah, one I've never seen and will not watch.
Heath Ledger and Jordan Catalano.
So he says, I'm feeling this best of the year show will be a tradition moving forward.
It could be. Well, next year it's going to be on Christmas Day. So next year Christmas Day will be on Monday. Right?
Yeah.
Moves one day.
Yep.
Until leap year, which is
Till
the
leap
next
year.
year, and then it'll double it.
That's weird. Chris is like, LOL, Rick Ross turned.
Rick Ross turned. I don't know if he's ever been confused with a good guy. Just saying.
The Holiday Bash with all those people in it. Casino Trios Royal. Three Kings Christmas.
Roosh better win that.
It's the 3-man groups. I'm going to buy my mom a chainsaw. Why are you buying your mom a chainsaw?
Why would I?
I don't know what's
'Cause you're a
happening
school
right now.
teacher.
Who am I? Where am I? Rob is like, do you make this dumb wrestling enjoyable with your reaction and comments tweet? Rob is like, definitely seen Brokeback Mountain. I have not. I don't even know who's in it. Travis had to tell me. So he was like, if SmackDown does go to NBC,
Like,
that
I've
could
seen
be
it.
a good move for the WWE moving forward.
Yes.
I just figured it was in your wheelhouse, you know, because you're kind of gay.
What movie have I ever watched that has gayness in it?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's some. I just don't think there was gay. That's why I was
Chris
saying.
says
was that like a
sexy
new thing?
Jamie Hayter is the main event. Where I was like, they did have Snoop as well, didn't they? They did. So it was like AEW also had Shaq. They did.
They did. They had Shaq.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, Snoop. He went off the top rope, remember?
Yeah. Pico is like, by the way, public service announcement. Diamonds and jewelry stores are propaganda. And if you think buying your wife or GF and then being in debt, this is not an obligation. You're
Hey,
funny.
She looks like she's lost quite a bit of weight. She looks very lean.
Well, I was like, his mom got gardening to do, that's why with a chainsaw.
Right.
Some interesting gardening
Some
work
pruning.
of people. Sophie says, Tony Khan said in 23, both Dynamite and Rampage will look different moving forward. Whatever that means.
It'll just be all little guys.
He'll get rid of all the big wrestlers and just have tiny little boys in there because he's like a sicko. He's a pedophile or something probably. I like little boys.
I don't think you can say that.
Tony Khan might possibly be a pedophile since he likes little boys.
Yeah, that's called slander.
I said possibly at that time. I'm not saying for real. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
His actions are that of.
There you go. His actions are that of somebody who likes little tiny children, and it's disgusting. Pico says, I'm not telling any you don't know men of culture. What are you talking about, Pico? What's happening? Robbie's like, for a second there, I thought that was Mia Yim.
Yeah.
You thought that Hirokushida was Mia Yim?
I
What
feel
are
like
you,
that's
fucking
racist.
retarded? Pico says, it's going to look like Nickelodeon paint splatter vomit. Probably. So he's like, wow, AEW going the WWE route by having the women main event the show?
Yeah, it's because Thunder Rosa's going to show up, guys. Come on, it's her hometown. She wants a shot at the title.
I was like, gee, maybe his mom wants to cosplay as Jason. I guess that's a possibility. Pico's like, sorry, I had a stroke.
Has Jason ever used a chainsaw?
Not that I know of.
I can't think of one episode where he had a chainsaw. I mean, obviously he could have.
What's his face in Texas Chainsaw Massacre always had a chainsaw.
Leatherface.
Hello? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's why it's called that.
Leatherface.
Chris is like, we got a DMD in Texas. Vindicator's like,
Yeah.
Travis, are you ready for this knockdown, drag-out, hair-pulling slugfest main event? Oh, who you got winning?
Well, Jamie Hayter's going to win, which is too bad.
Yeah.
But because I like Sheeta. Oh, she did a kip up and didn't almost make it, but she did make it. But
I
then-
was like, LOD, I didn't have my specs on. Ew. Gross. People's like, poor film. We know what you would be yelling right now. Yeah, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? It's armpit time, everybody. All the ladies' parts are out.
Yeah, Sheeta's lost quite a bit of weight too. Oh,
Maybe
Jamie
she had to.
Hayter's covering her butt.
Oh,
All sorts
no.
of things going on.
There's things that are just wrong. All wrong. Why does she have such floppy arms?
Jamie?
Yeah.
Because she was heavy and then she lost some weight. Anytime you're a bigger girl or boy and you lose weight, then you've got loose stuff for a while.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's had that loose stuff forever. And
Well, she was way bigger when she first came up. Or came over or whatever. Whenever she first got on
Came
TV.
around, did this and that.
She got punched and then hair pulled. That was awesome. And then she just got raped.
As Vindicator says, knockdown, drag out, hair pulling slugfest.
Yeah. That's what just happened.
It's just right down Vindicator's lane of wonderfulness, I think. So he's like, I can see someone buying the WWE either before or sometime after Mania. Chris says they changed Hater's gear. You can't see nothing.
It would be interesting to see
They
them
changed it. She changed it.
sell WWE. Because obviously Vince has to sell it. It's his.
Yeah, it really is
And
his.
Vince already said that he will stop any transaction. And he can, so.
Yep.
Now, if he wants to sell it, he's more than welcome to.
Robbie says, oh, how is it gross to wear glasses? Robbie says, 2 soccer moms in a match.
2 soccer mom.
Pico says, yeah, she's been working.
Round the outside, round the outside.
Robbie says this is defo a slugfest. I don't know about soccer moms. That's gross.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, Serena Deeb. Uh-oh, better go to commercial immediately.
Picture in picture.
Pip. They're doing house party at LeBron's house.
Uh-huh. That's weird.
You know, if they did it right, they could pull it off.
Right?
Which would be cool. It kind of reminds me of that show that I watch with McKenna every once in a while.
Mm.
I can't remember what it's called now.
Shameless?
What the?
I don't know. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
No, it's about kids having a party.
Oh, yeah. That one. What is the name of that movie?
Can't even think of it. Party X or something. It's something X.
Yeah.
Project X.
Project X.
Like that. Do it basically that.
Yeah.
Jumping
Ruin his
people.
house and
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
just completely tear
Wreck
it down.
Tear it down to the foundation.
But then he ends up there and not realizing it's his own house because this is the best party ever. And then he's like, this is my house. But he doesn't notice it for like 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
And he's having the time of his life.
But he says, right down my lane of wonderfulness where I am the only driver and maybe Mandy is riding shotgun. Chris says, love deep soccer, Mom. Sophie says, if Vince does sell the WWE, that would stink for Triple H, Stephanie, and Nick Khan. I don't really think he gives a flying fuck.
Yeah, he don't care about them. They
I
don't
hope
care
he
about
does
him.
sell it. I hope he sells it and dismantles it. It'd be fucking hilarious. Poor Paul. I wouldn't feel bad for him. He's garbage. Then he hears like, I despise PIP's pips.
Old Pip.
Old pips. Picture in pictures. Chris says San Antonio loves haters' ass. Pickles like Project X. Yes. I don't know. Some movies destroying. Yes.
Yeah,
I was like,
Project
D,
X.
who is the better wrestler in the match?
Sheeta.
Sheeta for sure.
Sheeta's on another level, but
She was women's champion, you guys.
you
like
can't.
for a long time.
Jamie Hayter is just more popular, and she's champion. They can't drop the title already. It wouldn't even make sense. The Japanese wrestlers just don't get over in the United States. It just doesn't work. Name me one Japanese wrestler that's got over
Right?
ever. Like just one. The Great Muta, maybe? Was he over? I don't even think he was over.
I have no idea.
In America, who's the most popular Japanese wrestler of all time?
I don't know. I have no idea who that would be.
It honestly could be even Asuka.
True.
Like, that's how little there is.
Sophie says, do you think AEW Dynamite will get moved to a different night?
That'd be cool if they did. I'd like him to do it either on like a Thursday or a Tuesday.
Yeah. Pico says, Vin, ass or grass, Mandy better put up her part of the bargain.
Right.
Chris says she is a good wrestler, but she's not Asuka. Robbie says, while they are talking to each other in this match before their next move.
That's normal for women.
Chris says Muda was over and Funaki. LOL.
So
Robbie says Asuka, she got
I know
over.
Brandon loved Funaki, but I don't remember Funaki.
Funaki?
That's Brandon's favorite. He's still the announcer for the Japanese announce team.
Oh.
And so every time there's a pay-per-view, Brandon's like, oh. He still loves Funaki.
Huh. Pico says, obviously, it's the Japanese buzzsaw Tajiri, or Tahiri, whatever. That's probably it. I don't know these people.
But the Great Muta is probably the one that's the one I said too.
Are you getting weird phone calls?
Yeah, it's from Nevada.
Strange. So it says, I'm guessing this is the main event that would make people change the channels.
Yeah, and it is. Listen to the crowd. Even the AEW crowd that I hear is the best crowd in wrestling. Don't give a shit about this match.
Yeah. Chris says, oh yes, Tajiri was over. People's like Tajiri did the mist thing too.
I remember a Tajiri. I don't remember who that is though. I have to Google who that is, but I remember the name Tajiri. Anyways, Muda was my favorite.
Robbie says Funaki sounds like a dish at chain Japanese restaurant. Well, whoever that was wanted to leave me a damn message.
I'm sure it's tell me about my car insurance or something.
I know. It's your car insurance.
Or whatever.
Your
my
extended warranty.
On my 1986 Toyota.
Your extended warranty is obsolete. So he's like, ratings predictions for tonight. 800,000.
It dropped off rapidly after the half-hour mark here. Because nobody's watching this. There's 300,000 people watching this right here.
Did that start? Can you tell?
Yeah, I heard something.
Okay.
But it might be the
Air,
heater.
the heat.
Yeah.
I know. So I was like, I can't tell. Oh no, she got kicked in the face.
Sheeta, get her!
Attack her, murder, maim.
Oh, I thought she was flipping her off. That would have even been better.
Chris says Tajiri had like the same kind of pants that Muto would wear. He was from ECW and came to WWE and even won tag titles with Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I'll Google him. Because
People's
that sounds way familiar. So yeah, I remember him being in ECW. So I didn't watch at that time. So I know who he is, but I didn't watch him. Now I know who you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
It came to me.
There you go. Pico says the only thing I can remember was when Regal was a GM on Raw and Tajiri had funny segments with him. Also, he dated Tori Wilson and K-Fab.
Right.
Robbie says, oh no, I'll kick to the face. Sophie's like, out of every match why put this match nobody cares about as a main event?
Because Thunder Rosa's coming out and this is her hometown.
San Antonio, Texas is her hometown. There's a possibility of her showing up as the rumor mill is speculating.
This isn't the main event without her showing up.
Oh my God, right? If she doesn't show up, gosh darn it, what are we going to do?
I mean, the main event would have easily been Jon Moxley versus Martin. What the fuck is wrong with AEW?
I don't know.
Have they even had a good match tonight? Oh, the Elite and Death Triangle should have closed it down.
Yeah, that was garbage too.
Exodus Prime and Hook.
Oh yeah, that was so great.
FTR and the Guns.
Rob's like, even CPR couldn't revive the crowd how dead this match is. And Pico's like, I think Sheeta holding the ropes. You think? Then Jamie Hayter was like hanging on to her. I feel like they should have both been counted out for something right there. Chris is like, the trios tag would also probably have main evented is what they are saying.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Pico's like, don't make me laugh.
But with Thunder Rosa coming out, or at least the hint of her, I just don't feel like she draws fans, though. So you're telling me people at home are going...
Especially in San Antonio, Texas right now.
The crowd will. I'm talking about there's a million people watching at home.
I understand that. That's what I'm saying.
They're
the people in San Antonio, Texas right now are just waiting for her to show up on this programming so they can see her.
Right, all 1,000 people that are there.
All the Hispanic people that watch her programming on YouTube for the tacos.
It's her hometown. San Antonio.
That poor person. Did you see what happened to them?
A lot of people.
They broke the TV in the store. Like, not just one, but most of them.
How the hell do you do that?
Well, he was bent down looking at one, and then he got up and hit that one, and then he backed up and then hit two more. It was kind of funny, actually.
And you just file a lawsuit immediately. And TVs are trying to attack you.
Right. Chris says San Antonio is loving DMD, not Rosa, LOL.
No.
Robbie's trying to talk at his asshole again. I shouldn't have listened to D that this week's AEW is going to be stacked tonight. Yeah, I don't remember ever saying
This is the worst card I've
it.
ever seen on this show. I wonder why
I think it just keeps getting worse, personally, but whatever.
It has been getting bad, and I'm hoping that they turn it around, but they better hurry because I'm not about watching this shit.
Yeah.
I've already talked about not watching this
Yeah,
anymore.
we've already had conversation, guys, of just not doing Wednesday Night Dynamite.
They better do something soon to keep me on here. Like, it gets worse and worse.
We might have to do something else. Oh, you know what we could do? We could watch, like, those, what are those things that we don't get to watch? The WWE, like, history, like, about the wrestlers or whatever.
Yeah, just on the
shows or something.
Or whatever, yeah. Either that or just play video games while it's on.
Yeah.
And just have that on the computer and just tell people what's happening. But they could, when they turn it to our channel, it'd be a video game.
Chris says San Antonio is loving DMD, not Rosa. Sophie says, I think SmackDown or Raw going to land on holidays. And Chris says all Hispanics love DMD and Hater, or could do video game streams. Right, Chris? That's
on
what
Wednesdays.
he just basically said. Pico's like, oh, really? Yeah, Pico, it might happen.
Yeah,
like, it's gotten to a point where it's so pathetic and sad. Like, from where it started 3 years ago, because, you know, we basically started when it started on TV.
Yeah. We started about, oh my God, she dropped her on her face.
And,
Jesus Christ.
And with the crap that he's done, the people that he's brought over, the people that he pushes and brings over from his other shows, to be part of this shit, just, ugh, my God, just seriously makes me want to, like, throw up and kill myself. It makes me want to unalive myself some nights. when you start, like...
Something from a baby, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, when you start, like, oh, hey, this is okay, I'm enjoying it, and you start, like, dreading having to do it, and it's not interacting with you guys or anything like that. It's the
No, if
programming.
you guys weren't here, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, like, the only reason why we do is because...
We get to hang out with you an extra day a week.
Yeah. It's the only reason why. Our motivation is that.
So
that's our only
basically,
motivation to get on here and, and do
all
this.
the thing that would be different is I would be telling you what's happening in the wrestling. She'll be playing a video game, and you guys would be watching a video game happen on your screen.
Yeah.
So it'd be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Except for she'd be busier.
Right. Robbie says, "D, why do I never learn not to listen to you?" Dude, I don't know what your problem is. Listen to somebody else who tells you to watch everything that I'm not telling you.
I love that my charger for this is fast.
Right? Makes it so it goes
1
by
hour
in the hour instead of 2. So if you forget like a half an hour in, you're not like, oh man, I only got an hour and a half of charging. Sophie says Thunder Rosa doesn't come out, then this main event doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and she's got 3 minutes.
Piccolo says, would we get a vote on pay-per-views or programs? Let me know if you need some suggestions. Oh, you want to vote on what we would do. Like if we did something different.
Right. Yeah, I mean, obviously we listen.
You know, because we could always change and not do the same thing every Wednesday, too. Like, we could do one of those AEW specials. And then the next Wednesday do video games. Because we could watch that special. At least it would be interesting. And, you know.
The problem is...
And then say what's happening.
Right, but they're not going to know what we're talking about unless they've seen it. That's the only problem. Is when you're watching a show, it's different, you know?
Yeah.
Unless you're watching it live. That hurt. Got her in the baby maker. Right in the ovary.
Good.
Hater bomb. I don't know if they have enough time. If Thunder shows up, it's going to be just to say hi.
Right. Chris says, but would you still get the AEW game and play it and book it better? Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely happening.
Yeah. Whenever it gets released. Since they supposedly pushed the release date back.
Although every gaming place has it for the 31st of this month still.
Yeah. Which.
Speaking of
that, yeah. I'm glad somebody brought that up because I forgot all about it. Again.
That's it. No, she kicked out.
She kicked out.
Well, this shit is they're either going to go over or this is the longest 3 minutes ever. It's been 1 minute.
I know. That's why I just don't look anymore because it's always forever. Robbie said Travis has AEW got lazy and complacent. It's not so much being lazy and complacent. It's
the people.
It's booking the wrong type of wrestlers.
We had Wheeler Yuta main eventing. We had Daniel Garcia main eventing. Now we have Jamie Hayter main eventing.
We had that guy beat Chris Jericho, who we don't even fucking know who he is. He debuted and all of a sudden he's like some star. It's like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah.
It's dumb.
Adrane or whatever that, here she comes,
Adonis
guys.
Something or whatever.
He's a race car driver, a famous one. Andrade?
Andretti?
Yeah, Andretti. Oh, no.
Oh, it's not. It's Tony Storm.
Tony Storm.
It's not Thunder Rosa.
Well, yet. I guess they could turn it into a 3-way.
Sophie says there are some AEW fans that are thinking the same way you do, and some fans that are very loyal to AEW. Pico says, or a slight format of calendar events.
I haven't missed one episode or pay-per-view since it came out. I don't know how more loyal you could possibly be.
I mean, the only time it's ever happened is if, like, sick or one of us had to do it, or...
Yeah, never missed.
Or if I was gone and did something else. But otherwise, we've done a live stream of it, no matter what.
Now Soraya's here.
So no Thunder Rosa.
She's bouncing all over the place. She shouldn't run.
She probably should.
No jogging.
She should probably use better whatchamacallit, support.
Bras.
Yeah.
She needs an underwire or 2 sports bras.
This one guy who watches past events on Sundays, he normally goes back to Royal Rumble, for example, 4 times in January. Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. See, I was thinking that too, like watching an old Royal Rumble or two. That'd be kind
Yeah.
of a fun little thing to do. But
Rive's like, D, I only watch because you guys are live.
yeah,
Chris says DMD with that tan. LOL. Sophie says this is the time of year a lot of wrestling fans don't watch wrestling every week. Vindicator says great main event. This is how you do it, WWE. Vindicator says hopefully SmackDown can deliver like this. See you guys then. Ho 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 ho. Robbie says ta-da! Tony Storm to the rescue. Yeah, something like that. All right, guys. That is the end of AEW. There was no Thunder Rosa. So all the rumors of her possibly coming out tonight because of San Antonio, Texas didn't happen. But we did see Tony Storm and Saraya come down. So they'll probably have some 3-on-3 match at some point happen, right? All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight for AEW's Dynamite. We will be back again for SmackDown on Friday. So join us then. And if not, have a Merry Christmas. Okay, everybody?
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye.